There are a million different distractions with technology that kill our focus and make us less productive. So in this video, I'm going to give you multiple actionable steps to help you actually maintain your focus and get more work done on your print-on-demand business. So the first thing that I want to mention is that social media is literally designed to draw your attention, to keep you hooked and to keep you scrolling on the apps. And that's why I think getting rid of social media is one of the greatest things you can do to increase your productivity. You can just deinstall the apps from your phone, try it out for a few days, for a couple of weeks. I'm sure you're going to get more work done, because if you're honest with yourself, most of the content that you're consuming is probably not very beneficial. It's just funny videos or memes, or maybe you're reading through comments a lot. There is educational content on social media, don't get me wrong, but most of the time you are just wasting hours and hours on those apps, scrolling and scrolling. You're not really gaining much from it. I got rid of all of my social media apps from my phone over a year ago now, and I do not miss them whatsoever. You might be thinking, well, YouTube is kind of the same. It tries to keep you hooked, tries to keep you watching, and it can definitely draw your attention to it very much with like the home feed as well. The video suggestions that you get are usually very accurate and you just really want to click. But I'm even going to give you an actionable step later on in the video to help you avoid YouTube from killing your focus as well. Tip number 2, this is a quick one, and it's not to leave your phone next to your bed when you go to sleep, because in the morning, and I used to do this a lot as well, in the morning if you wake up and you've got your phone right there, you just end up grabbing it and you start reading something, or going on social media. Maybe you go on YouTube, you watch a video, and you just spend way too much time in your bed on your phone. That just goes to waste. So I've been leaving my phone in a separate room for ages now. When I go to sleep, it helps me get up way quicker in the morning. Also, I don't get stuck in bed on my phone forever. So especially if you work on your business in the morning after getting up, then just removing your phone from your room will be a massive time-saving hack. This next tip is quite obvious, but whilst you're working, if you have your phone with you, I would recommend turning it on silent or do not disturb, just so you don't have it constantly, buzzing with notifications, and you can't be distracted from your work that way. Because this is quite an obvious tip, I'll give you an extra one here. Even if it's turned to silent or do not disturb, you could still grab the phone and look at it and you see all the notifications on it. And that's why I would highly recommend that you adjust your notification settings and just basically get rid of all of the pointless notifications that your phone sends you. You don't have to know when, you've received a bank payment, or a payment has gone out, or someone's liked a post on the Instagram if you still have social media. There's just so many different applications on your phone that send you notifications that you do not need to see. Or when you received a new email, that's another one. You don't need to see when you received a new email, just check your email folder some point in the evening, and then that's fine. There is a few things that you might want to consider keeping on. If you, for example, get calendar reminders through notification for very important appointments, okay, don't turn those off. But overall, just having that notifications bar filled, it's always going to distract you, and you want to then check the email or check your bank account, whatever it may be. Get rid of the notifications. It's going to help you stay focused and not get as distracted during your work. If you want to go a step further, I would also recommend just putting your phone into a separate room whilst you're working, even if it's just for a few hours a day. Just the fact that it's not in reach and you would have to go to a different room in the house, that's going to make you use your phone a lot less. And the thing is, it's not always just about the time that you spend on the phone, it's the drop in focus afterwards when you get back to the task at hand. So if you're creating a design and midway through you go and check your phone, you see a notification, you read something, you text someone back, etc. And then you get back to designing, you've sort of lost your focus, you don't know exactly what you were doing, and it's going to take a little while to get back into the zone of designing. So you might spend a lot more time creating this design because you're never really focused. You always get distracted by your phone and getting pulled in and out of work. I would recommend testing it out that you just leave your phone in a completely different room, even if it's just for a couple of hours a day, and then just solely focus on your work without the phone in reach. I do this quite often, especially while I'm recording videos where I need to concentrate, and it's been massively beneficial to me. One thing that I've definitely struggled a lot with as well is task switching. So even if your phone is out of the way in a different room and you're just working on your PC or on your laptop, I'm guessing most of you will still switch between different tasks. If your goal is right now to create a t-shirt design, you might still be checking your emails every now and then, or you would get a notification about a sale on Amazon, so you go and check that, you change the price, or Discord might give you a notification and then you quickly check Discord and you reply to someone. This is again killing your focus from the main task at hand, and it's going to make you less productive. So stop switching tasks, stick to what you're doing right now. You don't have to check your emails constantly or what sales have happened. You can do this at a later point in the day or once you're done with the main priority task at hand, and that way you're going to be way more productive and way more focused. YouTube can be super distracting as well. So you probably know the home feed gives you suggestions. The algorithm is very, very good at knowing what you want to watch. And even if it is educational content, still, you might get drawn into like a chain of videos and waste an hour where you're not really focused on your work. And this can happen very easily if you have YouTube by your side whilst working. I know I'm a YouTuber, so it's kind of counterintuitive me giving you a tip how not to watch as many YouTube videos, but I've done this myself and it has definitely helped me reduce the amount of time I spend on there and be more focused on my work. So there is a Chrome extension, which I'm going to leave in the description. And once you've got that installed, you will want to change the settings on it to blur thumbnails. And this has a massive positive effect on the amount of videos that you click on, because mostly you get drawn into the thumbnail side of things, then you read the title and you want to click. If you don't see the thumbnails, if they're blurred out, you hardly watch any videos because you don't really know what they're about. You could also, I think, hide the title. I don't know if it's the same Chrome extension or there might be a different Chrome extension which will hide the YouTube titles as well. But for me personally, just blurring out the thumbnails makes me way less likely to click on anything and just helps me massively with keeping on track with my work, because I do need to go on YouTube occasionally. It is part of my business, right? So I would have to manage uploading some stuff, replying to comments. Just the fact that my home feed or my subscription feed is all blurred out means that I can go on there without having to worry that I'll get sucked into like a stream of videos and waste a lot of time. And I hope this browser extension will also help you out during your print-on-demand workflow. Now, if we're honest, most people watching this video probably won't actually implement any of these actionable steps. Maybe they will turn their phone on silent, but they won't want to go through all of the notifications and disable them because that takes a bit of extra effort. They won't want to deinstall social media because they quite like, being on Instagram, being on Facebook. They also like having their phone on their desk. They won't put it into the separate room because they like checking it every now and then. What I'm trying to say here is that if you are one of the people that actually follows the advice, you will have a massive advantage over your competition, because it is your competition watching this video, essentially. Technology is a massive distraction that ruins the focus of so many people every single day. And I'm not saying it's easy for me. I obviously struggle with it too, and that's why I do have these different methods to keep me focused and productive. Nobody's perfect, right? We will get distracted every now and then, and you can obviously still watch YouTube videos and stuff like this. It's just that you don't want it to take over your life and control you and always suck away your attention, which the apps are really, really good at. Your phone is very, very good at. YouTube is very, very good at. So I hope the tips in this video help, and I hope they make you more productive.